Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and I wanted to have a quick little conversation about Kenya's interview on Tamron Hall that came on yesterday. So I watched it, I took my notes, I rewatched it, and I had some questions, some concerns. And so we are here for that conversation. Okay. Happy Friday. Okay. I hope everyone has a great Friday and stuff. I will probably more than likely be live tonight at 9 p.m. because y'all know on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, those are my live days. So come on back around here at 9 p.m. for us to have some conversation about other things, okay? And look, it's also other content up, so make sure to watch the other stuff that's around here, okay? You want to get into it. I want to get into it. We all want to get into it, okay? Because sometimes YouTube don't tell y'all when I got content up, so you have to look, it's content around there. Go watch, okay? Anyway, we here for this, okay? I feel like y'all already know, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Hi, okay. Red lip and all, okay. Look, when the stuff it happens on Housewives of Atlanta, it was like in the summertime as well. It is November, okay. Kenya has not said nothing about nothing that happened this whole time. There was a couple little, was it like tweets or IG posts, but never directly her saying, this is what happens and leave me be, okay? And then she said, let me go on Tamron Hall. Now, she did that one little live where she still didn't say much besides, I'm on the break. Leave me alone. Don't come for me unless I send for you. I'm innocent. This is my spa. This is my face. This is my hair. And that was it. Well, now she has came and gave a full-fledged interview and said her side of what happened, okay? Now, first things first. I like my thumbnail, okay? Was Kenya sincere? Okay? Was Tamron biased? Because as I was watching it, I was like, is Tamron trying to be fair? Or is she saying stuff because Brittany not there? Or is she trying to push a narrative of Kenya, no matter what happened, you wrong, and that's what matters, okay? But we're going to get into that, okay? Now, Kenya looked gorgeous. Okay, Kenya looked gorgeous. You know, hair, makeup, outfit, face, stuff, you know what I'm saying? She's come a long way. And that's what it is, okay? But you know, she was around here and because it was like a long, segment with her. It wasn't like this one little segment, no, it was like 3 or 4. Now, first things first, the things Tamron Hall got wrong. Because I was like, Tamron is a journalist. She is an award-winning journalist who went to school for stuff, studied for stuff, worked in the field for stuff. I said, Tamron, girl, did you not do the research? Now, I was like, a couple of things. Is she nervous? Now, it was also a live show. And she said, okay, but she came out, so yeah, this is Kenya. Kenya is the first Black woman to win. And King said, no, I'm the second. I said, you didn't know she was I said, girl, Vanessa Williams was first. Okay, so that's the first thing Tamron got wrong. When she said Kenya was the first winner, it was not. She said, no, it was the second. You're right. Okay. So she was the second winner, okay, of the Miss Universe. I said, child, not. I said, what? The King said, no, Miss USA. I said, girl, the chairman studied. Maybe she was nervous. Was she? That's why I said, was it on purpose? Because y'all know that's what Portia did when Portia called her Miss America, Miss USA, Miss Universe, Miss Teen. Was she Miss Michigan? I was like, I feel like when you have guests on your show, you should have bullet points of things that you absolutely know. And if you can't remember, where's the teleprompter? Where your notes? Hold the notes up. You were the second Black woman, the second to win Miss USA, right? Yes, that's true. No, I was the second. It was Miss USA, not the first. not Miss Universe. Okay. Then she called Kenya the longest running house. I said, no, no. The longest running housewife was Candy. Yeah, I'm saying it because Kenya came on around what maybe season 5, I think it was, and whatnot. Kenya did do, I think she said 12. It was like 11 seasons, around 12 years. I said, but Kenya isn't the longest running housewife. Now, if she meant when Kenya was filming, she was the only one left on the show. I mean, at that point, I guess because Candy was gone, but the longest, serving housewife is Candy. Okay, I'm just saying. I was like, it just wasn't true. Okay, so she said, "I'm Chris the live show," and I'm nervous. Or whatever. I said, "Girl, somebody get Tamron some cue cards, a teleprompter, and an earpiece. Okay, that says Tamron. She's the second Miss USA. Yeah, she would have been the second longest running housewife. Yeah, because Nini's gone. Yeah, because Nini's gone and Candy's gone. And Sheree kept, yeah, because Sheree kept getting fired. You see, yeah, it ain't Sheree. And Portia, yeah, Portia was gone too. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm just saying. Okay, I said, who did her research? Anyway, now Kenya then went and she cleared up a few things. Now again, when all this happened, we were really getting bits and pieces from, bloggers, random people on Twitter who were alluding to what had happened between Kenya and the girl Brittany, the newbie. Okay, so Kenya said, "I'm gonna clear some things up. What you want to ask me? What you want to know?" Okay, I got all the answers, and I think because time has, passed, they're not filming. She's not filming, and I'm assuming now she can freely talk because like I'm on pause. Whether that pause was fully her decision, or even if it was just a group decision between her, Bravo, and producers or whatever. Now she can talk. So she asks, "So, Kenya, are you a part of the show?" And Kenya said, "I am still under contract and an employee with the network." I said, "Well, that girl, has she been arrested?" Because she know how to answer the question. The police or the lawyers told her this is how you answer the question, and you do not incriminate yourself or lie on yourself. Okay, are you a part of the show? And the answer being, I'm still in the contract. I am still an employee with the network. Okay, and she then said, "Do you get checks from the show?" And he said, "Yes, I still get checks from the show, period." Now, does that mean she got paid even though she wasn't filming? Does that mean they gave her guarantee contract if she had filmed? They just fulfilled her contract. Does that mean that she was getting money from old shows or whatever? We don't know. But her point was, at the end of the day, I get checks still. Okay. Period. Okay. Now Tamron then told Kenya, I said, "Tamron, was you being messy?" This why I said, was she being biased? Okay, was she a little bit biased, whatever? Because she's a journalist. I'm not. I am a content creator on YouTube in my living room, in my corner, okay, other JayLee. I don't have to be a journalist, okay? But journalists can be biased or whatever. But again, Tamron then, so when I saw all this happening and I saw it all on the news and on social media, whatever, when it happened, she said, "I felt the whole ordeal was a ploy. Okay, I felt it was all fake and phony and fugazi and not real. Okay, I felt it was all a ploy for ratings. Okay, because it didn't make sense to me. Fake, 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 fake. What is going on around here?" She said, "Because I felt like if this was really about revenge porn and if there was a whole investigation, why would you still be getting paid from the show unless they was paying you to create some buzz?" Because y'all know when season 15 ended and they were trying to find out what to do and they finally got 16 together, some people did feel like they were trying to drum up attention and drum up excitement for the new season. So Tamron said, I thought it was all fake, y'all. I thought it was all fake, a ploy, a scheme that Todd set up to bring us the bullshit. I said, girl, it could be Todd or anybody else, okay? And Ken then said, look, she said that was a lie. Because again, Tamron mentioned, was it the revenge porn? Because how you getting paid if it's revenge porn? Now, revenge porn, to me, I believe that came from commenters on social media. Once people heard what Kenya did, I think people labeled it that, and then people kind of ran with it. Okay, so Kenya then said that was another lie. Okay, I was never under investigation for revenge porn. Somebody put that on IG, and it was a false narrative that everyone ran with, but that wasn't what it was. Okay, and Tamron said, then why ain't you on the show? If it was a revenge porn, why are you not on the show? What had happened, Kenya? What had happened? Okay. So Kenya then told us what happened. She said, look, this is a whole new season. We had newbies around here, whatever, and the newbies want to make names for themselves. So they doing things or whatever to, to have their moments because they're new. And if you don't have some big moment, you don't really even think it's the eye of the camera. And she said, during filming, okay, you know my rule. Don't come for me unless I send it for you. I don't start shit, but I finish it. She said, a newbie, Britt. And poke. Am I still on? Girl, the signal's on. Lord Jesus, okay. I hope the signal don't mess up no more because I'm not even live, okay. Anyway, but Kenya said, I told people, don't poke the bear, don't come for me, don't do that. But Brittany came around here coming for me, poking the bear, and I told her I don't start things, but I finish it. And so at that particular taping, okay, and she kept coming for me, okay, she was yelling, cussing, fussing, taking her mic off or whatever, screaming and threatening me, and I felt threatened. Okay, with all of the things she was doing, I felt threatened. Okay, and so when Kenya was just saying what had happened, and it was her version because she's here to give her version. Again, something happened. I felt like she was coming for me. She was getting extra. She was escalating her antics or whatever, taking her mic off, yelling, cussing, fussing at me, and threatening me. I felt threatened. Now, Kenya could have really felt threatened. She could have. Okay. Who knows? I wasn't there. Okay. Tamron then said, well, to be fair, this is why I said, well, she being biased. Tamron then said, well, to be fair, Brittany isn't here. Okay. To be fair to Brittany, she's not here to defend herself. No one, none of this is on her social media. We didn't see any of this on her social media, on her Instagram. None of this is, I said, girl, what? I said, Tamron, girl. Okay, and King said, yeah, because she deleted it, which is true. When all of this happened, Britt Edie did post stuff about it on her IG, on her story. She was also tweeting. It was there. So I feel like Tamron saying, well, to be fair to Brittany, like none of this listed on her IG. I said, yeah, because she took it down. But we all saw it when it happened. Because we all saw it. And hopefully your team did research then and saw it too. Because why else would you have her on the show now unless y'all saw what happened then? So I did not like Tamron because anyone who wasn't following may feel like, well, is Kim lying? Because if she's saying it isn't there, then what really happened? I'm like, she deleted it. Because Drew had posted about it, Shamia had posted about it, other folks who were there had posted about it. Kenya had like all of them had posted about it. Britt did take it down, okay? But again, Terrence, we reached out to Britt, her or whatever. She did not reply, okay? She said, but I don't want to litigate Britt's actions because you have to be held accountable for how you responded. I said, well, no, wait, now. That's true. However, I still feel like Kenya does have to say what happened because us knowing, at another event, Kenya put up pictures of the girl. We like, what happened first? I like the fact that we found out something that happened before Kenya's event that led up to what she did. She still needs to hold herself accountable for what she did. But I'm like, let's not make it seem like, well, let's not talk about what Brittany did. You know, no, let's discuss what she did. And if Brittany made the choice to not give a statement, if Brittany made a choice because she can't, because she's probably young, you know, they're filming and stuff. Okay. But I'm like, ain't no being afraid of Brittany. We're going to see her part on the show. We probably won't hear Kenya's part on the show. Okay. So whatever. Tamron then said, well, let's get to what happened at your salon. Meaning, forget what happened that made you react how you reacted. Forget what she did first. Let's discuss the revenge porn accusation of whatever. Okay. So King said, at my event or whatever, you know, first of all, I had a whole salon event or whatever, and Tamron then said, yeah, and your event was overshadowed. And King said, yeah, like this situation overshadowed my salon event. And Tamron said, no, you overshadowed because you put up these pictures. You overshadowed your own event. And now that I agree with. I said that when I said, Kenya, all this stuff is going on, and now everyone's discussing you in these pictures. No one is discussing your new salon, it being open, and blah 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 blah. So I said that as well back then, that what Kenya did overshadowed the event. And now we also know that more than likely Bravo may not even play the event. Because we still don't know if we'll get. I think they're gonna have to show it because it was such a public thing. But I do wonder how much of it we'll get. So Kenya gave her point of view, her version. Look, you know, after the initial situation at what that happened before, I told production after that happened, hey, I felt threatened by Brittany and whatnot. I felt threatened by what she said, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like production treated me like I was a black Karen, you know, as if nothing really happened. I'm complaining for nothing, okay? And so she felt like production never truly addressed her I feel threatened feelings. They felt like nothing happened, there's nothing to address. We don't have to make you feel safe. You know what I'm saying? Even though they told her they would address it in whatever way, she don't feel like they did. She felt like they invalidated her feelings. And she is allowed to feel some kind of way. And you are supposed to go to your employer and say, hey, employer, coworker made me feel this kind of way. What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That part I can get, okay. But her thing was, I don't feel production took my concerns to heart. Now, did Kenya just complain to complain? It's possible, but however, they still have to treat it with the same seriousness if she felt threatened. You know what I'm saying? Because God forbid something happened and then no one listened and we like, oh my God, Kenya, you know what I'm saying? So she said, look, I'm a single mom, okay, and I was concerned about if something happened to me, like no one will be here to take care of Brooklyn or whatever. And how Brittany kept on saying, you don't know me, you don't know who I am, in a threatening manner. And let me say that as well. I feel like, look, there is a way that you can say to somebody, bitch, you don't know me. Play with it. You know what I'm saying? There are ways that you can say to someone in a threatening manner, girl, do you know who I am? You better check my record, bitch. You know what I'm saying? There are ways that people can, in a threatening manner, say, you don't know what I'm capable of. Okay? I'm assuming that's, come on, my signal being funny. I'm assuming that's what Kenya meant that she's saying that Britt did, that Mary felt threatened. And for that reason, you know, I don't feel safe. I feel weird. I want some help. Jesus, help me, okay? She said, so, because Brittany said, you don't know me, you don't know what I'm capable of or whatever, I did my research. I looked into her, okay? I found some stuff on the internet, okay? That was in the explicit world, okay? I found a lot. I only posted one, only had one. She said, I found a lot, but I only showed one picture. She said, and I decided to protect myself by telling people who she was. Now, Kenya, you went too far. And I'm happy she admitted that. I fully get what she's saying. I fully get, and I'm not excusing what she did, but I fully get her saying, we on this show, and on this show, we expose people's stuff or whatever. I fully get that. I fully get her saying, well, she said I know her, so I looked her up. I get that part too. I get her part and her feeling like if she gonna come for me and say I don't know her, cool, I'ma let folk know that she's a dick sucking cam girl around the internet streets. I get that. However, that just was a bit too far, Kenya. Okay. And she said on Housewives, if you had an issue with somebody, if you had an issue with anybody, you would just find information on them and show the receipts.
Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts? No.
And Kenya said, I just brought the receipts. Okay? That's it. What you want me to do? I wasn't lying.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
And if she found that, look, I still feel like she went too far. But her saying, we always find the receipts of things, and that's what it was. She said, I ain't know her. And I looked her up, and I found who she was, and I was going to show the people who she was. And when you do things, it has consequences. You know what I'm saying? And so she said it was at a taping. We were taping at my salon, okay? And she's like, I knew because anytime any nudity is shown, it's blurred. She said, I knew that even if I showed these pictures or picture, Bravo will blur it. So it would never be shown on TV. Now, it was shown to the folks in their room, but she said, I knew it would never be shown on they would blur it. So I was like, it'll just be blurred, and we'll discuss it, but won't nobody see it. I said, okay. So the fact that she's like, this is what I thought, and she didn't see anything wrong with it in the moment, because in her mind, someone threatened me in a way or whatever, and this is my way of getting back at them. Point blank, okay. And so Tamron said, would you try to have a Kenya moment? You said that the ladies were new and they were trying to have moments. So you trying to have a Kenya moment and it backfired, And she said, no, I don't need to do that. My life is a moment. I live my truths. And so I don't have to create moments. And that's still, I guess. I guess so. And Tamron said, I'm just surprised. Like it just didn't feel. She said it felt aggressive, and that's not how I see you. And when she said, King said, hindsight is 50-50. I said, girl, hindsight, no. She said, hindsight is 50-50. I said, no, okay, it's 2020. Okay, but I know what she meant. Okay. She said, if I could do it all over, I do believe the photos were distasteful. I am sorry for what I did. I did not have to take it that far. I take full accountability for what I did. I fully elevated the situation, and I did not have to do that, again. So I like that she not, because at first, I think when it first happened, she was in defense mode. When it first happened, I think her point was it wasn't revenge porn. I think she knew what she did because she clearly said what she did. I found some photographs online and showed them. Okay. So she never denied doing it. Her thing was it wasn't revenge porn. So I think initially when it first happened, her point was it's not revenge porn. So she was fighting that narrative. And now that it's been, months later, she said time to get over or whatever. And she's now saying, look, at the end of the day, I was wrong. I should not have done it. The photos were distasteful or whatever, and I did not have to take it that far. And I think that's what most of us, anyway. But again, she said in the past, when I've been on the show and things have happened, I didn't have a child. Okay, but now I have a child. I felt threatened. And that's why I escalated things. That's why I just pushed it up a little bit too far. And I felt like I was at that point in time protecting myself and my child. And I said, can you stop mentioning Brooklyn? I think her point was, this shows my bread and butter. This shows how I make money to take care of my child. And if someone's telling me I don't know them, I'm gonna look into them to see who they are, to be sure that I'm safe. Because what they are, a crazy deranged person. Like, I need to be sure that I'm safe. So I get her. I get her notion. Even if she's had months to figure this out, to say this, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Okay. Now they also talk about the backlash she's gotten, like business wise. Because of them accusing her of the whole revenge porn thing. And she said, because of false narrative of revenge porn, that, other retailers, she's like, and I was never accused of that. That never came from anyone on the show or production. Like, that was never the investigation. It was never revenge porn. But she said, but because of predatory bloggers who have stalked her, who have put out false narratives, rumors about her business practices, that they tried to, run her business, how she built Keyboard Hair Care up on her own with her own money. And people were complaining to retailers who then, like, we can't really work with her if she's, what I'm saying? And I did, child. Girl, I get it, okay? She said, I'm still figuring things out with a particular retailer because of this, even to this day. However, she said, I also got additional, I got 5,000 additional doors in other retailers, that'll come up next year. And I feel like, it's her own fault. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that the narrative went from her doing something distasteful, transformed into her doing something illegal, which made people pissed off, which made people complain, which affected their business. That's unfortunate. I think if Bravo would have came out and said, there is no revenge porn, I think they did. If I can't remember, but folk go, so they're gonna say. And when Tamron asked her, like, well, are you still in contact with Bravo about getting back on camera? She said, well, we're still in contact. I'm in contact with Bravo. There have been different conversations or whatever. I love them. They love me. I've talked to Andy Cohen, who's been very supportive of me. He's been there for me. He's given me some advice. Okay. And so I'm thankful for that. And she said, at the end of the day, it was just a very unfortunate situation that happened. And then she also said how she did not think the network really wanted to make that decision to have her be put on pause. Okay. She said, but I didn't feel like I didn't feel like we were seeing each other's side of it. I didn't feel like the investigation was matching up to what I felt happened. And so she said, we decided to take a break for right now. Okay. And Tamron said, will you like pop up at the reunion at all? She said, it's possible. It's maybe I'm just when she said, I don't, she said, I think my point of view is missing. I'm saying I have not done any interviews or whatever. And she has until now. She said, you asked me here for my side of things, so I'm here. She said, but I was a housewife for 12 years. I had a voice, and now I don't have a voice in the situation. So I do think, I do need to be there in some capacity to give my version. And I agree. I think even if they put her on pause after the situation happens, I do think when they do confessionals, her point should be there. I do. Tamron even brought up how she's like, I stopped watching the show after an altercation happened at a reunion. Of course, that was, she's like, it made me cry. That was when Portia dragged Kenya. And Kenya said, that was hard for me too. I cried as well. She's like, it was very embarrassing for me at that point in time. I was humiliated in front of the whole world, and I did not want to come back. She said, but I found my way back because I felt like, the good outweighed the bad back then. She said, and now in this situation, having a kid to support, not having a proper response and me escalating things, which was not right, it's like, it's hard for me now. It's like explaining to my daughter, about things. I want her to always know I'm trying to protect her. It's like I didn't have a mom who protected me. I didn't have a mom who protected me. I didn't have that type of bond with my parent, and so she was crying too, saying how she just wants to be sure that she can, be a good role model for Brooklyn. Okay, and she's like, my response was not the proper response. So I feel like she was honest as much as she could be. She held herself accountable as much as she could, and even her sitting there talking to Tamron. And look, I don't think there's anything more she can say than what she already said. Her just owning it. Yes, I went and found stuff after we had a situation between me and her. Yes, I had it for our next event because, she said blah, blah, blah to me. We've seen that happen in the past. I think the difference is I don't think anyone's ever put up explicit pictures of somebody doing things or whatever. But this, we've seen people bring up crazy stuff as a get back in some kind of argument. Portia with the whole candy. I heard you want a drug, and I'm saying that whole thing. We've heard people bring up people's, old, even with Karen and that a DUI, her bringing up Mia's old, drug addiction or whatever. I feel like people bring up stuff, but this was the first time someone showed pictures of someone possibly sucking some dick, okay? But she's like, it was wrong. It was distasteful or whatever. And what else can we do? She's holding herself accountable for it. She's saying I wasn't fired. It was never revenge porn. And it is what it is. Brooklyn was also that. Brooklyn is so cute. Brooklyn is so cute. Oh my god. Because Brooklyn has a new book out. I think it's called like Brooklyn in Paris or something like that. It's a cute little kitty book. So congrats to Brooklyn on her little book and everything. They're so adorable. And they're matching outfits, child. And it is so cute. But overall, I feel like it was a good interview. I feel like she addressed what needed to be addressed. I do feel like she held herself accountable as much as she could while explaining why she did what she did. And I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? Now, will she be back next season? I don't know, child. Do I think she should come to the reunion? Yes. Do I think she should have confessionals? Yes. She won't be there for the whole reunion, but I do think she should show up for one little segment to discuss it, even if all she do is say, my bad. Now, do I feel like the newbie's gonna drag this out? Yes. I think Brittany gonna be like, no, I don't. Yes. I think all that's gonna happen. But I also feel like the new season's gonna flop. I do, for some reason. Anyway, y'all, that's all I have. I don't have no more. Okay. I want y'all to have a great Friday again. I will probably more than likely tonight. The Tyson fight is tonight, y'all. So I think I'm gonna still be live, at around 9 p.m. I'm gonna have other content up. This will be up. I may do another video about Offset and Ray J and stuff or whatever. So when you're done watching this one, go see if the other one is up too. I don't know yet. But yeah, because I'm a bit tired, if I'm not live tonight, I'm gonna make sure to have content up for y'all to watch. Okay. However, I might sleep live. So let's come on and see what's gonna happen. Y'all know, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.